Alright, how Matrix is making us more feminine and 4 ways to actually resist it. So, I actually wanted to share my own story with you guys as I go through my life these 4 or 5 days. There is actually some kind of thinking that some kind of thought getting into my mind that actually the matrix system is not serving us really well, and it should not supposed to be as expected. So as I go through my life these days, I understood that women are getting more masculine rather than men. You know, women supposed to be feminine, and we as men supposed to be actually more masculine. So there's a gap between these two type of personalities, and this gap is actually created by matrix system, in my opinion. So I see a lot of women on the streets. They are driving cars, which is no problem, no offense to them, and it's not my problem with them driving cars. It's just that I see their looks, that you can understand from their face that they are more masculine than men. For example, if a man asks something from them, they actually maybe show off themselves. And I have a teacher in my English institute, so I'm learning English. I'm not fully a native speaker, so I'm going to be one of the native speakers in near future. And she said that she actually works 3 or 4 jobs together at the same time. So she's an English teacher. She teaches English in our own institute, and in our own institute, only in our own institute, she has 5 or 6 classes. One of the classes is me and my friend attending in her classes, and she actually works in school. She works in other institutes in some other cities, and this actually got me to a really nice question. And that question is, if women are getting more masculine, then what is the equivalent for men? They're getting weaker and weaker every day. So if you take a look at men, they actually supposed to go make their own life, go make their own business, make some money, get into shape actually, and then go find a girl and try to be her boyfriend. So this is actually completely reverse. This is a thing that is happening in Islamic countries. So in Iran, which is considered as an Islamic country, this thing is getting more and more viewed by other people actually. And I think this is actually far worse for European countries. So what are the solutions? So I said in the start of the video, there are 4 ways to resist the slavery, and number 1 is brotherhood. So brotherhood is actually what Matrix is trying to distance us from. You heard about concepts of brotherhood, of masculinity, of I don't know, competing, testosterone, all of these things in YouTube field, and they all talk about the same thing. They all say that actually brotherhood is necessary. You must find someone to share your own self-improvement journey with. There are a lot of things to that. It's another thing to talk about, which maybe I'll then record the video. But brotherhood in total means that you have to find some other guys in your own journey and to be actually their teammates, to be teammates together and to share your own thoughts, to share your own experience together and go through life together. And it is actually more fun to have a brother beside you, especially as an only child. I'm not an only child, I have an older brother, but in general, whenever you want to actually go and discover things, you need a brother beside you. And this can actually be in our societies, this can be social media, this can be Discord servers, and some other stuff, some other sites that you can go find them on Google and actually find some guy in your own specific field, which, for example, you have joined a bodybuilding gym in your town and you want to find some other guy which has joined recently, but he has some more experiences rather than you, so he can help you with the actually sets that you do for your muscle building and other things. So that was number one. And number two is purpose and mission. So when we say purpose and mission, we need to have purpose in our lives. So what does that mean actually? This means that when we are trying to actually conquer something, we need to know what we are going to exactly conquer on the next quarter of the month, of I don't know, the half of the year, of the next year, of 10 years, 20 years, and you all have a vision of your own goals in your mind. You know what are you going to achieve, but you haven't actually took time to write it down on a paper and actually think about it, actually think about the limits you're gonna face and all the other problems that are on your way. So I guess 99.9% of the people don't have their goals written out on a piece of paper. So here's the action step. Go and actually find your purpose. And this actually this gets into actually spiritual field, where you have to turn off all the technologies and get them away from you. Sit in dark room and ask yourself, really, what is the thing that I'm actually passionate about? What is the thing that I'm born to do? What is the thing that when I'm doing that, I don't get emotional thoughts, I don't get thoughts in my mind, I'm actually in a flow state. Flow state is a really powerful thing, and it determines which you are doing the things that you're interested in or not. So simply, when I record these videos, I'm only speaking with you guys. I'm completely in a flow state. I don't get thoughts in my mind. Maybe I get some random ideas into my mind, and if you actually pay attention, I'll stop in some parts of the video. So in general, I think, yeah, you should find your purpose and then write it down on a piece of paper, stick it to your wall, stick it somewhere where you can actually see it by your own eyes. Whenever you go through the day, set it somewhere that you can actually see that goal in front of your eyes. And for guys that want to be actually more serious about this, you can even take picture of it and set it as your own cell phone background, which I did for sure. So yeah, constantly, if you dedicate more thoughts into your passion, into your dream, they'll become reality. They'll become some kind of reality in a longer period. And if you think that what kind of goals should I set for myself, well, we have lots of kind of goals. We have financial goals, we have spiritual goals, mental health. For example, it can be for you getting more girls, getting more likes on Instagram, I don't know, getting more views on YouTube, some other stuff. So this actually relates to you, and you can only determine your own purpose. So yep. And the number 3 thing which I wanted to mention is knowledge. So when you create a community which you want it to be guided by someone, for example, you are the leader of a group or a community, and you want this community, you're the leadership. So you're the leader and you have the position of leadership in this group, and you want to particularly actually guide your guys through a specific goal. And speaking of goal, actually Matrix wants you to distract with other entertainments so that they can actually put more interests on your own desire. So it can be on anything. As we go through our lives, we find lots of interests, and we constantly get thoughts of maybe, I don't know, maybe I should quit my job, I should do that, I should get into swimming, I should learn another language, I should, I don't know, go get a girlfriend, I should go do this cardio, I should go try kickboxing, I should go try MMA, I should go try bodybuilding, and all these random thoughts get into your mind. So these thoughts cover your own desire, your own core desire, and when you come to yourself, you actually would realize that you are 30, you are in your 40s, and you will realize that there is a pile of interests on your own core desire, and you don't actually know what is your core desire. You can't actually discover your core desire. This core desire should be shoveled actually through all the interests that all these years have been told you and have actually been pushed to you. And this is what Matrix actually wants. For example, education is one of them. I don't say education is simply scam or not, but in general, there are certainly for sure guys in the school, especially you had some classmates in the school, well, they aren't really good in school, they aren't really in studying, and maybe they're professional at something else. maybe they're professional at art things, maybe they're professional at other types of I don't know, businesses, other types of things. So they can go actually try that thing rather than just staying in school and getting failure after failure exams, and you fail all the exams finally. So I had a lot of classmates like that. And speaking of knowledge, yeah, when you have a group and when you make a mistake, you don't want actually your mistake to actually go into society and be, for example, I don't know, be told by other people. You don't want your own mistake to be revealed. Actually, I wanted to say to be revealed. So what you do, you put wrong information after wrong information to cover the truth. And that is the reality of some other content creators in YouTube field, in Instagram, in other fields of life, which they don't actually talk about truth, they don't actually talk about solutions, they only talk about things that get them more views, which I like to call them clickbait people, which like to create clickbait videos for their channel, and they actually get a lot of views. If you see a, for example, let's say random video on how to actually approach a girl properly in the streets, wouldn't you click on that video? Yeah, for sure. And does it actually teach you valuable things? Well, maybe it is good for people that they need a relationship, they're ready for a relationship, but for, I guess, 99% of people, it's not true. It is not right. It is not the right time to actually go approach. Maybe we have actually seasons of life. Maybe your season of life is, I don't know, studying in school. My season of life is making money. Your season of life is going to university. And our man's season of life is relationship. Maybe that video shouldn't be the right thing to be talked about. And the last thing, the last way to resist the slavery, which is news. When you listen to news, in general, I don't like to listen to the news. In general, I believe that they are a scam, and they are really, because even let's say they are true for 1%, they are true. The news you watch on the internet, on TV shows, the news you hear from your friends, from your actually people around you, from your family, they all might say that this thing has happened. Or, for example, let's say Ukraine is fighting Russia, for example. I don't know. Some other news that feel. Well, actually, news for a lot of us isn't helpful at first. And at the other hand, if we take a closer look to what is actually news and where they come from, it's all a lie. And maybe there are lots of people who would say, no, it is true, it is the reality. The reality can't be, for example, I don't know, it can be false, and a lot of things like that. But I think when you have a kind of system for yourself where you want other you want actually news in your society to be published by your own desires, then where is the reality? I mean, you can tell a story from your own perspective, and to expect that what I'm saying is really the truth. But is it actually the truth? It might not be actually a real truth, but in general, news are what are controlling us in these modern days. And yeah, these were 4 ways to resist the slavery. So I don't have actually nothing else to say. For the next video, goodbye.